A man is drawn to a woman's creativity and peace. He understands that she connects him to his soul. And when he connects to his soul, he becomes more heartfelt. He becomes more decisive. He has greater integrity. He's more purposeful. And he feels grounded and at ease by such a woman. And all he wants is ease, to be accepted for who he is. A woman is drawn to a man for his self-esteem and his ability to support her, make her feel safe and protected. A man with low self-esteem is restless, is confused, doesn't know what he wants, is indecisive, and chasing his ego. And a man who's chasing his ego to feel secure and many times can be inconsiderate, can be selfish and self-centered. And a woman can balance a man's ego, no problem, just by accepting him, making him feel that he is seen and heard. But the insecurity of women comes from this age that we're in. It's generational. It's not just childhood. It's not just this woman. It's generational. Where on this planet, we as women have this insecurity when it comes to men. We don't feel entirely safe or protected. So many of us women, we can shy away. We don't know how to fully express or share ourselves. Some of us don't have discernment as women. We don't have boundaries as women. And all of that has to comes from generations of insecurity. Being in an age where women, they were basically objects of men, property of men, basically a part of a man's ego and whatever the ego wanted for the day. So a woman, her fulfillment is freedom, to be free. Women want to be free, men want peace, they want ease, they want to accept themselves. They want to feel balance between their ego, their logic mind, and their heart, their intuitive self. They want balance, they want harmony. And woman wants freedom. Freedom to express herself, freedom to be creative, freedom to share herself intimately, to be vulnerable, and to be received by a man. And not just received by a man, but also to be safeguarded. Because there's nothing more precious, valuable, and sacred than a woman who is sharing her creativity. That is the divine inspiration that brings so much good fortune to a generation. So a man, in connecting with his sexual romantic partner, or his life partner, is working on his self-esteem, working on his ability to support a woman and make her feel safe and protected. And a lot of it with men has to do with balancing out their ego and their heart. Because the ego in many ways for men can make men very inconsiderate, very selfish, very self-important. And a lot of men don't even realize that because they're on the chase to be seen, to be heard, to be accepted by the world. So in him raising his self-esteem by working on his priorities, delegating his life, focusing on what is important, what is not important, and really being decisive, and also knowing what you want as a man, being very clear, level-headed about what you want as a man, that makes you more confident when you're restless and confused and maybe, possibly, it's very unattractive because it shows that you are not sure if you accept yourself or not, if you are open to your intuition, if you're even willing to follow your intuition, to listen to your heart. And for a woman, it is being creative in attracting the sexual romantic partner, life partner is being creative, and peace. And peace for women is about the meditative mind. It's about the neutral mind. That is what makes us content as women, when we develop the neutral mind. When we have the neutral mind and the creative mind working together as a woman, we feel stable in our ability to connect with our intentions, with our desires, to make them happen, to see our beauty, our worth, and to be charismatic about it, to have that sort of self-knowledge. And that's what creativity and peace gives you. Neutral mind, creative mind gives you self-knowledge as a woman. And that's something that you gain through experience with yourself, with other people, with relationships, friendships, romance, and through getting to know yourself. You get the experience, you get the self-knowledge. And that's simply what creativity and neutral mind is. And that's what a man is drawn to, that self-knowledge. He's drawn to the woman's ability to connect him with his soul and to give him ease. And to know how to lead him towards his purpose as a man. Because a lot of men are walking around, they act like they have no purpose, right? Because a lot of times we think the purpose is the ego, right? And many men in this age, right? The purpose is the ego. And women, for us, we're taught the purpose is to procreate. So by connecting a man with his soul through this sacred sexuality, the soulful philosophy, this self-knowledge we offer, he is ease. He gets ease. He gets peace. He gets balance. And that inspires him to be more heartfelt, to be more grounded in his ego, have more integrity. He gains integrity by a woman. Either it's his mother from childhood, or it's his sister, his wife, or his grandmother. He gets integrity by a woman who is very intuitively led, creatively led, and has this sort of contentment in her life force and what she has to offer and what she gives, what she makes, what she creates, what she builds, what she believes, what she thinks, what she feels. And a woman, a man's ability to make her feel safe and protected, she can offer him so much, because women, we are givers in many ways. And we give through our commitment. We as women, we commit. We commit with our heart. Even if it's just a friend or acquaintance, when we are really in tune with ourselves as a woman, we commit with our heart. But when we don't feel safe or protected, and we're dealing with a man's ego who is indecisive, confused, doesn't know what he wants, we don't commit with our heart. We can commit with our mind, we can commit with sex, but we don't commit with our heart. Because to commit with our heart as a woman is to share intimacy that is very much like our inner child. And we want to share our inner child with a man. We want to share our wonder, our amazement. We want to share our awakening. Like the rose coming out of the dirt and awakening to the light, like a rosebud awakening to the light. But we cannot if we don't feel safe or protected. We'll just hide away. We'll just feel resistant or reserved or unsure, committed, but not fully there. So this is tips for men and women who are opening up to love and learning how to raise their vibration so they can attract a partner that will bring them a more sacred sexual experience.